Okay, we're about to begin our hasbar5. We're learning Masechta Kedushin. We're learning Perek Sheni, and the name of the Perek is Ha'ish Mekadesh, and we're on Daf Mem Tes Amud Aleph. We're five lines down on the wide lines, and the Gemara is going to say, okay, the man gives the woman kasef, but he adds a condition to the Kedushin. I want you to marry me not only with this money, but on the condition, and whatever that condition might be. And we're going to see some of the stipulations that a person might put out. Now again, anytime stipulations are put out there and they're not clear, we said that the Kedushin generally is not valid. But meanwhile, when you're going to make a statement, we want to clarify what does that statement actually mean. And that's what the Gemara is going to try to do for us. Tanu Rabbanan, our rabbis teach us, we're learning a Braita, and the man says to the woman, I want you to marry me, Almanas Sha'ani Kirana, that I am a reader. I know how to read from the Torah, and I'm literate. And the Gemara says, Kevan Shekara Shlosha Pesukim, Beta Knesset, as long, right, when he can read 3 Pesukim, in the Beit Knesset, that means he can read for the public, right? I guess from the Torah. Harezim b'kedeshet, then it's a good kedushin. So if he uses the term karina, I am a reader, so the minimum amount would be 3 psukim that he would read in the Beit Knesset, and she would be mukadeshet. If he couldn't read 3 psukim, he's not a karina, and therefore would not be mukadeshet. Now Yehuda, he wants to qualify this even further. When you say that you're a reader, Rabbi Yehuda says, Ad sheyikra v'yitargem, as long as when he reads, he can also translate it, right? He can translate what he's reading. It's not enough that he can just read it. So the Gemara asks a question, Yitargem midaite? Do you mean that he makes up his own translations? V'hatanya, we learned in a Braita, Rabbi Yehuda says, Hamitargem posuk kitziroto hareze badai. One who translates a pasuk literally, meaning he translates exactly the way it's read, he's considered a liar, a badai, because the pasukim in the Torah can't be just translated literally. Most of them wouldn't make sense. V'hamosev, and the Braita continues, and this is Rabbi Yehuda. V'hamosev alav harezeh mecharef umegadef. And again, one who adds his own translation is similar to one who is a mecharef, he curses God, umegadef, and he blasphemizes God. So Rabbi Yehuda, who says that when the man says to the woman, marry me almanas, on the condition that I'm a karina, not only has to be 3 psukim, but he has to be able to translate it. So he said, what do you mean? Does he make up his own translation? Rabbi Yehuda, you said you're very strict. It can't be literal, and it can't be his own, because if it's literal, he's like a liar. And if it's his own, he's like he's cursing God, and he's blaspheming, because who says he knows exactly what the translation should be? Elo, rather, what does Rabbi Yehuda mean? Ma targem, what does Rabbi Yehuda mean that the man has to be able to translate? Targum didon. He has to use the accepted translation, which is Onkelos. We learned about Onkelos from the Roman Empire. He became a convert, and he basically had a Masorah from Moshe Rabbeinu, again from his Rebbeim, what the psukim actually mean. And before Rashi came along, Onkelos was there to help people understand the psukim. So Targum didon, when Yehuda said that the person has to be able to translate it, it means he has to know Onkelos as well. If you look in your Chumashim, you'll see usually on the side and the column, on the inner column of the Chumash, you'll find Onkelos. Again, it's in Aramaic, it's hard, but there are translations coming out now if you wanted to learn Onkelos. Vahani mili. And when do these words apply? When a person says that I'm a reader, Damalei karina, when he says I'm a reader, these words apply when he says I know how to read. So when he says I know how to read, it means that he can read 3 psukim, and according to Rabbi Yehuda, not only can he read 3 psukim, but he can translate the psukim. Aval, but Amar le kara ani, he says the word kara, I am a reader. Not karina, but kara, I am a expert in reading. Ana means I. So what does that mean? Ad dikare araita nivie ukusuve biduika. She's not Mekudesh unless he can read from Torah, Nevi'im, and Ksuvim. So Kara, not like Karina, but Kara indicates that he is an expert. In order to be considered an expert, he has to be able to read from Tanakh, Torah, Nevi'im, Ksuvim, and to be able to translate those psukim. Please do your hasbar. And don't forget to summarize the words that you've just learned.